Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Today I did my live stream. Everybody's checked that out. Thanks for checking it out. I told everyone about Facebook. I don't need to keep talking about that fan page. Anyway, oh, but there is something before I start this Psycho-Pass review, which was a very good episode. I'm going to be on Saturday night. There's a live stream going on with Rockio. I can't say his first name. Joe10. He's doing a live stream. I'm going to be a part of it, apparently. I'm going to hop on that and say hello and whatnot. Okay. Psycho-Pass. This was episode 9. Actually, people during the live stream were telling me, oh, well, you should see it. You know, the episode. This one was interesting for AKANE. Whoa. Now, that alone, I'm giving this a 4. I should actually give this a 4.5. But I'm going to go with 4. This was a good episode. Like, whoa. Like, AKANE went from being a normal, you know, like, to, like... That's what I felt about it. It was really boss. AKANE, she was like... It's like... You know, she was being, like, tough as nails shit in this episode. Anyway, this was called Fruits of Paradise, and basically what happened was, basically what happened was, beginning part of it, we have, you know, it's at the school, I believe. Well, yeah, I was at the you know, organization, you know, where they, you know, crime lab, and they're investigating everything and so on and so forth, and they're examining the voice clip, and GINO is apologizing to Kogami because of the fact that he had to apologize because of the fact that it wasn't nonsense that he was spouting about Makishima. Yeah, that was the whole bit on that. And we get a scene with AKANE. She's getting ready for work, and her AI's there. And they say, oh, is you on a date? She's like, no, it's not a date. And she's freaking out and shit. And she's sitting down, ready to leave, and she's watching the news that the AI puts on. And we see this guy, and this is a very interesting thing that kind of wasn't brought up in the other episodes. We see this guy talking to this newswoman about cybernization, which is basically the process of turning your body into a full robot. Which I was like, whoa. You know, and basically what the story was, this guy who's getting interviewed by her, this girl, his entire body, except for his brain and his nervous system, is mechanical. And you know, this is a news conference, and they're basically talking, and he's saying how, you know, he was basically telling this woman how, you know, man created in his own image, and now maybe it's time for us to become gods. And like, if we were able to cyberize the brain, we could live forever. Now, and basically, while this is going, we hear this news reel and everything. She leaves, and she ends up, you know, going with Kogami to this certain location. And this certain location is basically the guy who used to be a part of, you know, where they work, used to be part of it, and was a profiler. and his name, I believe, is Professor Saiga. And he is like one fucking hell of a profiler, because just by looking at AKANE, he's able to induce everything about her, and like tells her everything. And Kogami is there and just looks at him and says, "Oh, I want to." He's asking for two favors. Favor one: can you teach her all your tricks? All can you teach her everything it takes to be a profiler? And number two is he wants to know all the case files he worked on, I believe. That's basically what happened there. Meanwhile, back at the CID, where they, work, GINO and the others are there, and they're basically trying to figure out this Makishima guy and trying to find out what he looks like. And they find out that he tricked, like, completely the Girls' Academy. He had, like, a fake ID, he had a fake representation of him being a teacher. It was just an old guy, and that's not obviously him. And they're basically saying that the only thing they have on him is the blurry picture that Sayayama took and the voice recording. Blurry picture, I should mind it. So what ends up happening then is, Kagami and Akane walk in, and these sequence of events as they walking in, it was like you see them and you don't see them. It was like it was black screen and visual. That was an interesting concept that I saw in this episode, which was kind of like sending a message. And what ends up happening is that GINO has a huge fight with Kogami about taking AKANE there. And this is why I like this episode. AKANE, she starts talking back to GINO. She's like, I don't treat me like a child and everything. I was like, whoa. Where the fuck, where the, where the fuck did her balls drop all of a sudden? I was totally impressed. I was like, whoa, this bitch has got bite. And she like turns him off. And then we have a scene and he walks away, obviously. And because he was basically looking out for her in that regard, but he was treating her like a child, and for good reason, because, see, the whole bit is that the investigators who work on these crimes, regardless, their psychopaths get cloudy anyway. And then she finds out, Akane, from Tomomi, that, his father was committed. His father, GINO's father was an investigator, but he was committed as a crime coefficient. And she feels bad about it then, and that's pretty much what happened there. Now that's pretty much what happened, except I forgot one scene. Makishima with that hunter guy, the guy who hunts, and the creepiest thing this guy said, he was smoking a pipe. Okay, the pipe was made up out of, Arroyo? Was made up out of her bones. Okay. And he's like, he feels it, and he's like, he feels the youth. I'm like, oh my god! Freaks! Freak much? And basically, the final scene we get in this episode was the whole thing with GINO and Tomomi telling Akane about him. But it was also this hunter guy saying, oh, can I kill him? And he says, yeah, why shouldn't you? But because that name, Kogami, every time you say it, you get a smile comes on your face. And he's smiling at him, and then that's where the episode ends. Now, fortunately, it seems like Psycho-Pass is going to have only 12 episodes. Now, this was a fucking awesome episode. This was like, whoa, Fruits of Paradise. Things are moving along, and I just love AKANE. Oh, man. AKANE can motherfucking win. She was awesome in this episode. And I like the whole talk with cybernization and shit. And I know Uber Akari, he likes this show. He likes this show. And I like it too. I like this sci-fi talk. I love it. Love it. Ooh. Love that sci-fi talk. But this was a good episode, 4 out of 5. It's a bummer that it seems like there's only 3 more left. I'm a little upset about that. But what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? But this was a good episode. It seems like we're moving in, and thoughts on it, we're moving straight into the climax. We're going to have this confrontation with this Makishima guy. And it seems like he controls everything. You know, he really is manipulates people into committing crimes and shit. So, it's really something that intrigues me with it. It's pretty much just setting us up for the next couple of episodes, which is 3 more. And, yeah, that's pretty much what's going down. But like I said, AKANE, man, she grew some big-ass balls there. Telling off GINO, calling him, I'm the same rank as you, you shouldn't treat me like your underling. That was awesome. Fucking A. Fucking A. Love that shit. The other 2 chapters came out. Fairy Tail and Kenichi. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. What I might do is, after this review, I might do the review for one of those 2 chapters. Not 100% sure yet. We'll see. I did this Psycho-Pass review, so maybe, you know what? I'll do them tomorrow. When I wake up, I'll just do them. You know. But I will say the Fairy Tail chapter, before I go off, not to get off topic, the Fairy Tail chapter was actually half decent to an extent. So, and we will see where it goes from there. But yeah, like I said, Psycho-Pass was awesome. Look forward to the next 3 episodes to be you know, climax. Anyone could say climax. And we'll see how it goes down. So yeah, this has been Bankai 922. I will see you guys later. Oh, before I go, I want to mention one thing. Yokorama, I'm going to do it. 12 days of anime. And I believe it's going to start on December 14th, so look for that too. So I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. If all girls were like AKANE, animes would be so much better. See ya.